onto this gorgeous bracelet, but those stones all had to be set by hand. Now, speaking of that, baguettes and round brilliants set in this one-of-a-kind line bracelet. We have 3 sizes for you. Well, actually 2, pardon me. We have small, medium, or we have your medium large. Small, medium, it's 6 3/4 of an inch. Oh, medium large is gone. Oh, okay. 100 remaining in the small medium. So I'm wearing the small medium. I would say comfortably in the small medium if you wear traditionally about up to a 7 1/4, 7 1/2 inch. Then, or if you wear smaller, you'll be okay on the small medium. But this is a line bracelet taken to a whole new level. It is just, I absolutely love this piece. It's so gorgeous. And you know what's amazing? It's a line bracelet, but you're seeing very little, if any, metal, any precious metal at all in here. What are you seeing? You're seeing nothing but the look of gorgeous, fabulous, fancy cut diamonds. Isn't that outstanding? So when you get really close, what you'll notice is it goes from baguettes to rounds to even making up like a princess cut in a 4 square box. That's all. Set by hand, fluid. You could wrap this right around my finger. That's how flexible and comfortable it is. And we are looking at here a $40 holiday price special savings. Are you kidding? Whoa. This bracelet appraised at $375. We offered it at HSN at $189.95, and never before at over 20% off our HSN price at $149.95, and 4 or 5 flex pays. So we're looking at an estimate diamond equivalent, because remember, this would be exactly, if you were to walk into a jewelry store and you were to see these in flawless diamonds, it would say on the tag, D flawless diamonds, 6 carats. So that's what you're looking at, is 6 carats in a line bracelet. Now, I don't know about you, but tell me that wouldn't be a dream come true. Oh, you better believe it. Back with my showstopper, my solitaire eternity band ring. And that's coming up in about 5 minutes from now. I'll tell you also, the pear shape, or excuse me, the princess cut in our showstopper would go back beautifully, as would the round brilliant. I have fewer than 100 of the only one of its kind in baguettes and round bar sets. There's channel set absolute baguettes at the center in here. There's linear stations that each have bead set round absolute on the end of the bar sets. And then in the box clasp, even there, you have the beautiful baguettes and the double safety catch. Oh, fantastic.